Welcome to my channel once again. So let's start with today's video. Today I'm going to teach you about the flower, and as you know, we have to talk about flower today. Flower is a specialized condensed shoot, and it is modified for the function of reproduction. So flower is a specialized condensed shoot. Flower is also a part of shoot system. And what is its purpose? For reproduction. And after reproduction, it forms fruits and seeds. As you know that flower is connected to the shoot. This is the flower, suppose. So this stalk-like structure of flower is called pedicel. Remember this. And at the axil of these pedicel, you will find leaf-like structure which is known as bract. Okay. If the bract is present, then this flower will be known as bracteate, and absence of bract, the flower will be called as ebracteate. These are the few terms which you have to remember. If pedicel is present, the flower is known as pedicellate, and if the pedicel absent, the flower is known as sessile. Okay, so I have taught you 4 terms. Pedicellate, if pedicel is present. If pedicel is absent, it is known as sessile. If bract is present, bracteate flower, and if bract is absent, it is known as ebracteate. Let's move to the flower parts. The flower is having 4 whorls. Okay. So this part, which is the colorful part, is known as corolla, and its one unit is known as petal. You will find that it is having green leaf-like parts at its base, which is called calyx, and one unit is known as sepal. At the base of calyx, you will see a broad part is there. This broad part is called as thalamus, or you can also call it as the receptacle. So these are the 2 whorls. This is the lowermost whorl, and this is the second whorl. If I can divide the 4 whorls, there are 4 whorls. Whorls, why we call it as whorls? Because they are arranged in a circular manner. So whorls can be divided into 2 major types. One is accessory whorl, and the other is reproductive. Reproductive whorl is of 2 types. One is gynoecium and the other is androecium. Accessory whorl, calyx and corolla. As it increases the beauty of the flower, it helps in pollination. It is known as accessory whorl. And the main, or you can say the most important part of the flower is these two reproductive whorl, androecium and gynoecium. You have to see from thalamus. So outermost is calyx, then this colorful part is the corolla. Then you will see that androecium is present. Androecium is present and the innermost whorl is gynoecium. This is the gynoecium, innermost part. One by one, I will give you the introduction of it. First of all, androecium. Androecium is made up of three parts. This is anther, which carries the pollen grain. This is filament. And the connection between anther and filament is known as connective. This part, the part on which pollen grain comes in stick and makes the pollen grain, is called stigma, and this long stalk-like structure is known as style, and this bulge structure is known as ovary, and ovary is having ovules in it. Okay, so let's see here. One is androecium, which is made up of, I can say that androecium is group of stamen. Stamen is made up of anther, filament and connective. And you know anther is having pollen grain in it. Fine. So यहाँ पे मैं pollen grain लिख देती हूँ. Then the next whorl, the innermost whorl is gynoecium, or you can also call it pistil. They are group of carpel, and one carpel is made up of stigma, style, ovary, and in this you will see ovule is arranged, and the innermost and the last, the broad part is known as thalamus, on which these whorls are arranged. So this is about the reproductive whorls. Now what is the function of this corolla and calyx? So first of all, why it is so colorful. Corolla is colorful to attract organisms for pollination, for seed dispersal, and the calyx is important as it protects the flower in the bud condition. So this is the main two function of calyx and corolla, which comes under accessory whorls. And you know that reproductive whorls helps in fertilization, helps in seed and fruit formation, and you know it is important for germination. So this is about the flower, and I have focused on reproductive and accessory whorl. In the next lecture, I will tell you few more biological terms which are associated with the flower, like sex organs, on the basis of sex organs, how you can divide them, on the basis of position of ovary, on the basis of the whorls, if the flower is having all the whorls, if the flower is having one or two whorls. So all such things, all the biological terms which are connected with this topic, I will teach you. I will complete it in the next video. Till then, take care, keep learning and be safe. Goodbye.